We've had a long relationship with the Australian Rural Leadership Foundation. It's been going for almost 30 years now. Telstra has been a proud sponsor of that program for 29 of those 30 years. We've been offering open scholarships for the past 4 or 5 years, which means we get some really strong candidates. We don't bind ourselves to anyone in the telecommunications industry or any specific industry.
I'm located in Tamworth in the New England Northwest region of New South Wales on Kamilaroi country. One of the co-founders of a specialist regional rural marketing communications agency, C7. Prior to the program, I really saw leadership through a singular lens, which was often around the workplace. But the Australian Rural Leadership Program really allowed me to see leadership through a number of other lenses, particularly your sort of lens of yourself, of family, of your community, the nation, and even global perspectives.
It's not just about supplying the grant and saying, thanks very much, you're wonderful, and we'll see you at graduation. I hope that we've established such a great link and bond with them that we can continue that relationship post the program after they've graduated.
Telstra, as my sponsor, just continue to be so engaging. I've recently participated in their regional telecommunications policy workshop, and they're always involving us in bringing our regional perspectives into work that they do.
We always look for opportunities to work with our alumni post-program.
We were doing a government bid for a program of works that required some writing skills and communication skills, and Adam's firm supported us in that. Having the skill sets like that to be able to bring someone in who we've got a connection because of the investment we've made through the Australian Rural Leadership Foundation really supported us in what we wanted to do.
Diversity is absolutely important for this program. In my work with heading up the Indigenous Directorate at Telstra, I have a lot to do with remote communities and the complexity of remote living and delivery service to remote areas. The program has given me the confidence to know what I need to do to bring groups together, to influence outcomes. It's taught me, how to lobby government and why that's important. It's these leadership skills that I apply every day, whether it's in my job at Telstra, heading up Telstra's First Nation strategy, or whether it's the board work I do working with Remote Australia.
In film and TV, leadership is actually really important, and I probably didn't consider that until I did the Australian Rural Leadership Program. When I had finished the program, I actually went on to film and create a show that I had written that's set in the regions called Homespun. It was a huge undertaking and it was super overwhelming. We filmed it on the family farm, which is a working farm. I don't think I would have been able to achieve it if I had not had some of the learnings that I acquired through the Australian Rural Leadership Program. Traditionally, I had thought that leadership was sort of more of that, the government people or the people that work for the government. I didn't necessarily see that it could be someone like me in the creative sector. But I very quickly got a keen sense of how important leadership is when you're creating a project like that.
Beck is a creative genius, I reckon. She's really focused on retelling the story of what regional Australia is, changing the narrative.
Working on the feature film Blueback, we worked with Telstra to implement an incredible technology system. It just showed that you can have the same experience in the regions for film and TV that you would hope to expect in the city.
I think one of the best investments we can make for regional Australia is investing in the people and supporting that through developing their leadership skills through the program that's run by the Australian Rural Leadership Foundation is one of the best ways we can tap into that.
We've been given the skills now to step into leadership, and there is no better time for us to do it than now.
It has made me a stronger fighter for what I believe in and what we can do to really focus on remote Australia.
You cannot underestimate just how you've got the opportunity to change people's hearts and minds in these situations. Knowing that there might have been a little kid in the audience that watched Blueback and then went out into the world from that day thinking, I'm going to be a filmmaker or a storyteller, that's something that really excites me and makes me really proud to have been involved in the Australian Rural Leadership Program, and really fortunate to be aligned to a sponsor like Telstra.